Hey yo. Okay, let's get started. Demise, increase level, special summon, destroy something, yeah. So by up to. Okay, you can only use it effect once. So let's check the basic stuff. Target. They both target, yes. This needs the level change category. It's not very important, but increases the level up to the number of dark contract cards in your field and graveyard. Okay, so you need to target a DD that has a level, it's face up. And there needs to be at least one face up dark contract on your field or graveyard. Yes. Select the target. Okay, resolution. Okay. Get the number of dark contracts. Select the level, increase by up to the number, so it's always increase. And then you increase, okay. Seems fine. At a glance. Yeah, contract, okay. And then it discards in the gray attack on that contract, destroy it if you dispel summons card, maximum is the field, destroy spell summon, ignition target, location grave, okay. There's a target on your field, it's a face up that contract, you have room. This card can be special summon, destroy the target. Okay. So the tag is still there and you destroy it. And this card is still the same. Special summon it, banish it with the field. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Seems fine, but we'll see it in action. Okay, now when you reach Ragnarok, you'll see you will want to use the new function. The version I uploaded yesterday was incorrect. I haven't checked the new stuff, so we'll do that probably afterwards. Okay, so we need that contract stuff, and we need this in the grid and that contract stuff. Okay. Is there that contract spell summons from the graveyard? Whatever, I'm just gonna use the effect, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I think I forgot to disable her. Yeah, shuffle. Attack itself, increase by 2 if I want to, because build out graveyard, yeah, okay. Increase by 2, I guess, or it's permanent. Yeah. Okay. Right, so this gets done. Target's been okay. Defense soldier. I forget what he does. Activate one of these. Specimen from the pendulum zone. Or banish from the graveyard and ancient gear armada's effect. Okay. And banish from the graveyard. Add one to the pendulum from your face apex they go graveyard to your hand. Okay. Can we use this fitness button? Strange. Multiple turns. DD. Okay. Ignition Master Zone. This is Ignition Graveyard. Banish itself. Add on DD Pendulum from your face apex to the graveyard. Okay, so extra graveyard. Accept itself because it's gonna banish itself. The cost. Face up DD Pendulum, able to hand. Okay. Just gonna move this here. Select one. We need a valid filter here. So that if so that you're forced to pick from the extra deck. On resolution, you need to validate the blank. Pick one, send one, confirm. I guess it looks fine. And then the first effect is a little more complicated, so I left it for last. So target, activate one of these. Either target. Okay. Let's see. So the first one, you need to special summon. So you have room. There's a target in your pendulum zone. That's a DD. Special summon. Okay. And B2, there's something to banish. DD monster from your graveyard. This could be a monster. Serious monster. I think there's a spell trap somewhere. I remember a trap. Yeah, there's a few spell traps. Well, this is new too, but yeah. And then apply this effect now. 2, 3. Technically speaking, we should check the flag too. Special summon target, select target, special summon target. Otherwise, not going on property. Select what you want to banish. Oh, you forgot the local G declaration here. Okay. Resolution, special summon. If it's still the same target, special summon it. Otherwise, apply this effect. Now here is where we're going to register the flag. Okay, if your DD attacks this turn, your opponent can't make cards affect the damage step. Okay, and the condition. The attacker is DDD, okay. And you control it. If your DD mounts, yeah, okay. Affects the opponent, can't activate. Okay, seems okay. Like redirection, okay. Okay, let's see. We need something in our pendulum zone, we need something in the graveyard. Kepler. What's a DDD that's easy to summon? From the hand, preferably. It works, but it's a little costly. Oh, you take effect damage, that works. So we attack. We need the opponent to have something like Mirror Force to not be able to activate it. And we'll do the other effect separately, I guess. We also need to take effect damage in that. That should do it. Okay, summon. Okay. The string was a little too long, but that's fine. I'll fix it later. DD monster in the graveyard. We're gonna summon something. Wait, it's gonna go to the extra deck. Never mind. I'll just pass until I get to Foolish Burial, I guess. Okay, so then when Leonidas attacks, the opponent cannot use Mirror Force, but when this attacks, they should be able to. Yep. Okay, and this will put him in the graveyard, which works perfectly actually. Add one Pendulum Phoenix to the graveyard. Okay, excellent. Very nice. Okay, apart from the strength, it should be fine then. This checks graveyard, okay. Let it go to hand. Okay. We're going through this kind of quickly so far. Although to be fair, these two have not many effects, so that works nicely. Oops. Okay. And then next up we have the lady, the last main deck, and then these guys, and then this. So if it was activated this turn, place on the contract per deck, you can use it done. So this is it. To check if it was activated this turn, yes. It's a flag. then the place of ignition, random zone. It's once per turn. She has the flag effects, okay. You got spell trap zone room, that's something. Place in your deck, which is dark contract continuous spell trap. Continuous spell trap. Not forbidden, so this means it's not declared with prohibition. So you can place it, checking the compelled. Okay. Select it, place it. Okay, looks good. Then, most effects. If a face-up DDD and dark contract is destroyed, except this one. Okay. While this card's face-up in your action deck, even during the step, spell summon this card, then you can turn that it builds. The master destroy this kind of zone, you can only use it. You can only use each effect once per turn, so this one is also once per turn. This is missing categories. Yes. Filter, go to the late demo step. It also needs the simultaneous flag. What's your name? Double M, okay. Then destroy location extra. Special summon and destroy. Except the end of that contract you control is destroyed. Okay, this is a little wrong. So, okay, first of all, these two face up and extra that they don't need to be here. They are superfluous. And then you're checking here if there's no card with this name in the destroyed group, but that's not exactly correct, because let's say you have this in the X deck and another copy of this in the Master Zone, and another DDD in the Master Zone, and those two in the Master Zone get destroyed at the same time. This should trigger because a DDD was destroyed, but with this code it's not gonna change. So what we need to do though is that we check that it's not contained in the group discard itself. And then in the filter we're gonna check that it's not named. Okay, as I was saying, we need to check on the field. So, face up, did a contract. Okay, so it was on my field. It was face up. Archetype checks don't work that way. table. There's a battler effect, and it was not Zero King Demise, blah blah whatever her name is. And not see its previous build. Okay. And if that is the case, actually it says destroy, doesn't even say battler effect. Remove this. Well, it's got in your extra deck, eventually downstairs, spell summon card, and you can destroy that. Okay. So you have room for this. It's gonna spell summoned. Possible destroy. There's some card that you can destroy on spells. Doesn't seem wrong, but I'm just gonna change some details. Mostly stylistic changes. Although technically, if you summon her successfully and there's something on the field, it's her, but whatever. You can start with the build. Okay. Break effect goes to then. Okay. Then it's card in the monster zone is destroyed. You can place this card in your battlefield zone. Just checking the previous location isn't enough. Target we check for zones, yeah. And then on resolution we should not check for zones actually. And just move it if it's the same. Okay. Okay, so we activate her, we place that contract, that's easy. And then we need to put her in the extra deck. So, space type on, I guess. And then another one to destroy that contract, so she rather effect triggers. Special summon, then we can destroy, and if we destroy the monster zone, you guys okay. Right, she has to go to the exclamation zone. Okay. I want to on that first actually. Okay. I can pick any card. Monster Zone. Okay. Escape Zone. Okay, now this guy. He might be the most annoying one of the bunch. Mainly because of the pendulum effect. Okay, fusion materials. 4 Fiend Masters. 1 Fitch type. What does it make a destroy sound? Yes, it's an old thing, but the reason, as I recall from what Edo explained, is that hold on. Because there's no oh, wait a minute. Because there's no sound effect to play when placing in a pendulum zone. It automatically plays the last sound effect that's still associated with the card, and that happens to be the destroy one because it was just destroyed. I don't know if there's a way to. I don't know if Edo looked at it at all, to be honest. If there's a way to disassociate with the sound effect or something, I don't know. I mean, that's what Edo told me is what happens. Not necessarily that's it can't be fixed or anything. I don't think he looked at it. I'm not sure. I mean, you can ask him. He can explain better, maybe. Okay, 4 Fiends. Using Expandum. So this is Zark, but for Fiends, right? Sure. I'm guessing Zark does something similar. I guess. What about the new one? That's the same too. This one's a little more fancy, but essentially it's the same thing. It's a little shorter though, so I'll copy this one. If the client receives a message moved based on destroy, it will play the sound no matter what. So it's probably that. Using stale reasons where YouTube Live set a clip, opt to send it in dev chat. I mean, it's not hard. You could just recreate it actually very easily. Anything, any pen that places itself when it's destroyed. Or another one is equips. If you re-equip something that was destroyed, it plays the destroy sound. Yeah, this is a good one. So you activate it, and then you MST. This one, it goes to the graveyard, triggers to equip itself back. Actually, don't even have to MST, you just use the monster's material. And then when it equips itself back, it plays the destroy sound effect. Anyway, back to this guy. Okay, so that's the materials. And the corresponding types. There's confusion. And then it has the contact proc thing by banishing the above cards from your field and upgrade it. Sure. Man, deciding the order here is a pain in the ass. Let's go with this for now. Mucho texto, there's worse. A lot of it is not actually effects, you'll say. Like, must be fusion summon, spell summon by banishing above cards. You can spell summon big name, it's a whole line. His name's in one line. Must pretend this way no matter which method you use. And you're already halfway through the master box. And only this is actually effects. Instantly 3 effects. Something on summon, attack on monster. Okay, we're back. Forgot what I was talking about, so I'm just gonna go ahead with the script. You can always spell summon. This guy wants to pretend his way no matter which, yeah. Okay. That should be copy pasted from some other card, I'm pretty sure. Yep. The Eldritch fusion, the recent one, I forgot the name. Anzel Kaido. That one. Okay. Pendulum effect is annoying, so I'm gonna leave it for last. Let's go with the master. This guy's spell summoned. Negative is place of master controls. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. Okay. Yep, monster. Do this. It's not until the end phase, so can you get the official? Yeah, okay. It's not permanent. Okay. Can attack much of siege. Yes. And if Sky the Master is destroyed, place it. I'm gonna copy. Where did she go? Okay. I'm gonna test those first, and then do this mess separately. Okay. That's when I do summon it. Okay. Let's go with, I'm gonna take 4 extra food burial, make it, send, 3, I guess, yeah. Okay. And then, I'm gonna do some materials. Let's go theme-wise. Let's put this guy, Alexander, and Caesar. Okay. So I'm gonna send those 3. And I also need a P-end pendulum. So, any old DD. It's lowering up level. Okay, so I can banish all those. To summon him, and then after summoning, okay, we need something to negate, so that's easy. Can attack masters, that's also easy. Dark hole to destroy it, okay. Nothing crazy. Okay. I forgot that summon something to negate. Okay. Master zone. Okay, so let's summon a couple of stuff. Okay, can attack everything. Click properly. And then dark. Okay. Well, being able to activate it right now immediately there's something wrong because I don't have any dark contrast cards. But okay, the rest, let me try the regular fusion summon, but that should be okay as well. Yeah. Although, how are we gonna do Miracle's Invocation? Yeah. Banish fusion materials from Fedugate. Okay, perfect. Oh, it needs to wait. What? Pretty sure you could do it. Can you not do it? Even though it's not listed, it's not listed by name. I think you could. I thought you could do it. He has the thing, right? Pretty sure. Where is it? He has this. Yeah, it was already there. I'm a little lost right now. Dolphins. Dolphins. Try a different fusion spell, yeah, I guess. But I need to like summon the masters out. Oh boy. The dark contract thing is the one. Let me see. Oh, this one maybe? Fusion summon. Using mass from your hand or prepare this material. No. Is there another? This one. Fusion summon. Using mass from your hand or prepare this material. No. Swamp can banish them. Oh wait. There's more text. Is something that if you you can also spend it. Okay. Oops. Full shift. What is the problem, officer? Should be, must be, not must first be, but that shouldn't really be a problem. This one's fiend, yeah. Is there some weird restriction I'm missing? We're missing, like, you cannot banish or something? What the frick? This works. How can the... what the fuck? How can the, how can the contacts proc work, but not the regular proc? That doesn't make sense. But I mean, I copied the material line from the new Zark, so and that one should work for sure. Hold on. Maybe this random true is making so you have to contact fusion or something. Or maybe it's missing some of it. Okay, hold on. Not this one, sorry. Sorry. This has an additional thing, right? Must best be fusion summon or special summoned. Okay, I'm back. I'm thinking the problem is in the contact proc somewhere. Because now that I removed it, I can do this. Most likely it's the SP limit is true. But I'm not sure if it should be what it should actually. Like if I put it to false, and this after that, so it's okay. Yeah, that seems to work. Contacts here. Let's try again. Okay, that works too. Let's try it. What's that trap that triggers if it's destroyed? We can try it. Because of my past fact. Right, this should not work. Okay, seems to be correct. Should be here, but I mean, he would have been here if it was wrong. Okay, so that's, I suppose, it's okay now. Does Zero Machinex activate if you destroy her to special summon yourself? Well, there's two things preventing you here. Number one, accept her name here. That's the one thing. So it needs to, something else needs to be destroyed as well. number one. Number two, it needs to be destroyed while this card is in the extra deck. So if she and the DDD are destroyed at the same time, this will not trigger because she was not in the extra deck when the destruction happened. So there's that. Okay, and now the pendulum effect of the big guy, which is the most annoying thing. Attack dark contract, destroy them, spell summon that many, Doom Kings. From the deck and their extra deck, you can only use this effect once per time. Mission, Pendulum Zone, destroy, special summon, once per turn, target, okay. Oh, there was a typo here in the extra S. That's why it was activatable earlier. I suppose that's why. Yeah, the stupid fan doesn't making noise. What's the base here? Okay, so let's take a look. So that's the number of your master zones, main master zones, and the ones from your extra deck. Glory Spirit 1. Controller here is controller. Something to destroy, base up the contract, and there's something to summon. It's in the extra deck. And special summoned. Doom King. And something of this. It's not in the extra deck, and you have main master zones. Or it is in the extra deck. And you have extra master zone. Okay, this doesn't feel quite right. Because if you don't pass the card here, it's gonna return only the extra master zones. Like the link zone, right? To put it simply. But you could summon fusion outside of that, so that's already a problem. Select targets. So. I gotta make a puzzle for this, because summoning this guy every time is gonna be annoying, so let's make a puzzle. So we can put him in the pendulum zone right away. Okay, now we need the contracts and Doom Kings. gonna add the bunch face up as well. But it's easier to edit the puzzle instead of adding them one by one like that. Puzzles. Later on we're gonna try with a link master as well. Okay, so oh wait, the deck one. Let's play this one. So we target any numbers, we destroy them, and then we summon up to that many the destroyed number. So the good thing here is we could pop 4 and we only summon 1. We don't need to check exact numbers. See? That's the error, the mistake I was talking about with the checking the extra master zones. If you don't input the card, it's gonna think it's only those. Hold on, what's this? Fix this. Don't need this. So let me just kind of try and rewrite this a little bit. Okay, let's start simple. We don't care about Blue Eye Spirit on activation. We just care that there is a something to destroy. And there's something to summon. And the thing we're summoning, it needs to be a zone. For it, so if it's not, so it just needs to be a Doom King Pendulum. That's the easiest thing to check. Right front. So if not this, then return false. Okay. And then we're gonna check that it's in the main deck. And we have regular zones. Or it's in the extra deck and we have extra deck zones essentially. But we're going to exclude the card that we're trying to destroy. That's the first part. Then we are targeting any number in which case the max is going to be the number we have. Get matching count. Okay, so let's put max. We can target. Okay, target them. Destroy them. Okay. So this part should be okay now. We don't need this time. Now the difficult part is gonna be on resolution when we're checking the zones. First of all, take the target cards. Yes, you're correct. Correct me. Saved me an error. Okay, so if there's no target cards anymore, then we stop immediately. And then we're gonna save the number of destroyed cards here. If nothing is destroyed, we also stop immediately. Okay. So that's the straightforward stuff. So if we reach this point, it means we destroyed at least one. And we need to start worrying about the zones. Now, you might ask, because I don't think I explained, you might ask, why is this effect so annoying? Well, the reason is because it can summon from both the main deck and the extra deck at the same time. And not only that, you can summon from the extra deck, both from face down and face up extra deck. So it gets really complicated really quickly when you need to check available zones for this. Because when you're summoning from the, let's say, face up extra deck, it needs to go index master zone or link a zone and link master points to. But then you cannot put in that same zone something from the main deck, for example, because then you're gonna block the zone. So it's not only about picking a correct combination depending on the zones you have available, it's also after you pick the combination, you need to select the zones accordingly for them to not be blocked mid-summon. Now, the pendulum procedure might be doing something along those lines, but I don't know. I haven't really dived into that code, so I can't exactly verify that, or I don't know it offhand, so to speak. It's something like that. Okay, so we have CT. We can special summon up to CT. Also, we need to consider the zones and Blue Eyes Spirit. Blue Eyes Spirit is going to be at the end. So if Blue Eyes Spirit, you can only summon one. Doesn't fucking matter what you want to do. You're locked to just one. That's just how it is. So this is the main master zones. This is the extra master zones. So if you pop one on one, if you don't have any master zones, obviously you can't summon, so you stop immediately. That seems fine. What does this do? You have less room, the number of targets. It's up to, so you don't need to worry about this, I don't think. The Supreme Rage doing the ugly part if you want. Yeah, I know. I cannot look at the card script. It bothers me. Not to mention I don't understand the intricacies too. So I kind of want to like break it down. Okay, so I think up until this point it's okay so far. Yeah, then we need to, so this gotta be done with select and select, I guess, because we need to be constantly checking how much you've selected from each different place, and comparing it with the number of available zones and that stuff. I think so. Watching group. Okay, so we got everything we could summon. You're describing sprint rates, yes. Well, first of all, if we don't have anything to summon, we gotta stop immediately. And then I need a select and select, so sorcerer. Oh, there's a rest is missing here. And okay, where's okay? So one maximum is gonna be FT. Have the rest con. This is G. Okay, and we need to increase the thing. Okay, so we have the number of zones here. This is gonna be this number of main master zones, which we can summon to from both the deck and the face down extra deck. And the other is the extra master zone if it's available. And I'm guessing this is also gonna be link zones. Is that right? For example. The link 3 vanilla, no effect. It's a cybers. Mostly down. Traffic ghost. Oh. You know what's dank? Link master in defense position, bro. Why does post face up default to defense? I don't know. Gotta ask the core. Okay. So now that should say 3, I think. Right? Let me debug it. Yeah, okay, so this is all the extra zones, whether it's extra master zone or link master points to it. I just say extra zones as a shorthand. So we're gonna need to pass these numbers to the rest gun, I reckon. So then you can check stuff in here. Yeah, you must have like yep. You can use Book of Moon on Link Monsters to get destroyed. That's what I heard. Okay, so hold on, because I gotta think a little bit. I made Explorer work, so you have to... No, I don't have to. I do not have to. I don't have to, no. Sorry. I don't think Supreme Rage actually works correctly in all the old Master Rules too. And it's the best kind of thing we have. Don't you have to update them individually for each summon type since you're summoning a group on one specific card? Maybe, but I mean... Okay, if we simplify this, there's three cases. Summon from main deck, which doesn't matter, it's only main Mastodons. Summon from face down next deck, which in modern Master Rules it doesn't matter, it goes anywhere. Actually, it does matter. It goes anywhere or the extra Master Zone. There's a difference there. And face up extra deck, where it has to go to an extra zone. Those are really the three potential cases. It would have been nice if he just said face down next deck, but whatever, I digress. Okay. Stuff. Okay, that was another. Return stuff. Okay. Stuff here. Okay, let's start simple. So the number of monsters that we're summoning from the main deck needs to be less than the number of main Master Zones. That's pretty simple. Let's say we only have 2 main Master Zones, we cannot pick 3 from the main deck. That's straightforward. This calculation might be a little wrong. Let's see in a moment. So filter count. Patient deck is equal to or less than this. So if, for example, these guys here, I can actually not be able to pick 3 from the 4 from the main deck. See, okay, it doesn't let me pick the last one. Makes sense. Now obviously it's not doing actually everything. It's not actually doing anything after I select, so that's why it just stopped. Okay, so that's one thing. Then the number of face-ups in the extra deck cannot be higher than the extra count. So that if we have this guy in the extra Master Zone here, I cannot pick more than 3 face-ups because I only have 3 zones, right? So still face up and face down. Oh wait, they're not showing up at all. They're not showing up at all for some reason. Are they not in the group? Oh, they're not summoned properly, that's why. Gotta put the group here. Okay, the blue is face down, this one's face up. So I cannot pick another face up because I wouldn't have any zones for it. That's good. And then we need to check something else. Let me think. When summoning from face down extra deck, it could go to main master zone or extra master zone. So that might be a problem that we need to consider. Maybe it's okay. Hold on. Not this one. So now I cannot pick more than 2 main deck. Okay. I cannot pick more than 1 face up. Okay, it ended there because max was 3. Oh, maybe it's handled by the max. Hold on. Like this. Because here, if max is 3 here, it probably covers it. But here's the thing, the max here isn't the max 4. Because wait, no, the max is 3. The max is 3. It's 2 plus 1, 3. But if we have a link here, right, pointing down, so for example, like so. Yeah, this one is 2, but the other one is also 2, so it says 4, but obviously we only have 2 zones. So let me pick more, when obviously you should not. So the max, we need to calculate this differently. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so the max should be the number of main master zones plus 1 if we can use the extra master zone. So in this case it should be 2, the other case should be 3. I think this takes a zone parameter. Let's see. Yes, so if we pass limit the check to only some specific zones of the field. So if we check limited I was saying, right, we need to pass the zones. I was thinking we need to do that at least. Will it say 1 or will it say 2? It says 1, okay. So now in this case it should be 3, 2 plus 1, 3. In the other case it should be just 2. So it's not gonna let me pick more than 2. But again, why can't I not pick face up extra? There are zones here. But why though? Oh, that's why, because the number now is different. Okay, so this needs to be not the extra master zones only. Okay, so hold on. To be everything, but if the main just try this. Plus T. And then this gets passed to Rescon. I can only pick 2, but I can pick the face-up stuff too. Okay. That might be correct. Deck is less than back to the face up. I can only pick 2 main deck, and I should only be able to pick 1 face up. Okay, but I should be able to pick 3 face down from the extra deck. Okay, because they can go either here or there. This is the tricky part when summoning though, right? If I pick 2 face down from the extra deck, 1 face up from the extra deck, the face up has to go here. But the face downs can also go here, generally speaking, but if they do, they will block the zone. That's why we need to be careful. Okay, so the selection I reckon is okay now. But after we select, we need to figure out how to do the special summon properly. Okay, so I'm thinking if there's anything face up, it should be the priority, right? You summon it first, so it goes to the correct zone. I just realized I could do box face up filter here. Yes. Split them face up, face down. If it's face up, we're going to summon them first, because they need to go to the specific zones, right? And I guess we need to do special summon step, because we're summoning not everything literally at the same time, and they need to be treated as summon at the same time at the end. We have something up. Although actually we could just So we also need to break. Okay, let's do a basic test with this now. Okay, so I can select up to 3. I cannot put more than 2 main deck, that's fine. Let's say 2 main deck, 1 face-up extra deck. So face-up extra deck first. And the others. Okay. So that's an eye works. Wait, face down extra. I think of a scenario where it could fail. Okay, yeah, so if I pick 1 main deck, 2 extra to face down extra deck. Right now, the order, due to the order, this guy's first, but it's not always guaranteed. If we flip this, if we load this the opposite way, it's gonna be the extra deck masters first, I think. Yeah, so here I should be forced to put at least 1 in the extra master zone so that the main deck 1 can go somewhere. But it's gonna let me do this and the main deck 1 fails. That's something we need to consider as well. How do we check for that? If the number of monsters we're summoning is less than the number of main master zones we have available, then it means for the selection to have been valid, something must go to the extra master zone. So before summoning everything else, let's face down. We need to consider that. Also, we could, you know, okay, yeah, it's not just about making it the extra deck be summoned first, because you could just pick to summon here, yeah. So we need to limit the zones. Or we make the main deck 1 get summoned first. So that way the player cannot select like intentionally to block. That's an idea. Because I'm thinking if we're gonna limit the zones, then it's like, okay, you gotta pick which one to summon, which one to, it gets extra complicated with the prompts. You need to pick another monster again. So let's split the face down into main deck and extra. Okay, so one main deck, two face down extra deck is the scenario. So main deck first, and then these go to the appropriate zones where the fuck you want to put them. So face ups first, then main deck, then extra face down is the order we're going with. If I go one each, I mean it's gonna be the face up goes first, then the main deck. Yeah, that's fine. Let's put the guy back in the extra master zone. Okay. If I pick 1-1, like one face up, one main deck, I mean, the order is the same every time, so it should be fine. Face up. Can't think of another scenario where it might be problematic. We just kind of force the order that way. I think it's okay. It's a little messy, sure, but I don't give a shit about that. Like, assuming the selection was valid, if we summon first if anything is face up, so it needs to go to a link zone, right? So it doesn't get blocked. And then we summon anything that's in the main deck where it needs to go to a main master zone, can't go to the extra. And then lastly, we summon the face down extra, which can go main master zone or extra master zone. So they're more versatile once they need to go last. Makes sense. So as long as the selection is valid, that should be okay. And the selection to be valid, number in the deck is less than the main master zone. So if you only have 3 main master zones, you can pick 4. That's fine. And the number face up extra is less than the link zones, which is 3 in this case. 1 without this guy. So you can't pick more than that number. And then the maximum you can pick is the number of main master zones plus 1 if you have an extra master zone available. For the case where you can like do 3 main deck, 1 extra deck in the extra master zone. I mean, I'm thinking this is okay. This guy. We got another face up. If I pick face downs, I'm not gonna go to okay. Face up, and then the face downs can go the main master, so that's okay. Can't think of anything else, so Let me make this something points left. Got a saber. So I can pick 2 face-ups now. Yeah. Still 4 total. Just face-ups. It's main deck and then the extra. I reckon it's fine. I hope it's fine. But I think it's fine. I mean, not in Old Master, not in MR4, it's probably not fine there, but I'm not gonna bother with that story. I mean, it might be okay there, who knows. Okay, I tested the other effects already. Okay. Finally we can maybe move on to the next card. Okay, Synchro guy. I think it's kind of simple. Discussing a summon, target one of your banished. Or if that contract in the great instead, special summon it once per turn. And if banished, your DD monster to piercing. Target Synchro summoned. The second effect is not hard once per turn, but it prevents the flag. Delay, remove, okay. Let's first generic. Filter. Special summon. And then this checks as a dark contract. It's on the field, and it's both locations, otherwise it's only removed. Okay. Summon. It does not ignore summon conditions. It's probably fine now. Oh, the flag is in it. Okay. Okay, never mind. I guess. Which one did I do this? I think it was this one. Yeah, he needs to check this too. Before registering. What is that variable name? Which one? Oh, this one. I get it because it's the location itself. It's not a boolean, it's a location, so it's okay. You did this, the piercing. Okay, that's right. Okay, so we summon him, we bring back a DD monster, we banish him, we do piercing. So it's for the banishing. Level 6 is annoying. But we could do okay, any level 5. Labrador, what's the name? Labrador, yes. Oh, it's level 6. Take it. Ally Mind. Okay, so these two. Summon him. And then Gold Sark a DD to ban to summon. Make that contract. I needed a level 5 tuner to use with Comfort. And then burial for that case, and then for the piercing, this guy has no attack, but okay, it's okay, this guy has 0 defense, so it works. So where can I get up? DD spreadsheets. Not from here. I've never played the deck, so I don't know. I did watch somebody that was good with the deck, but I don't really know any of the combo lines or whatever. I need more cards in my hand. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. There was some raindrops, so I took the chance to take a piss, got some water, got a nice homemade cookie, and now I'm back, rejuvenated, ready to go. Right, so I was testing the graveyard poets for this, which I think was okay, but let's just make sure. Yeah, we should be back. I don't know if you heard me, but I said graveyard, okay. Oh. So he's good to go. Don't need these. Okay. Solomon. 2 level 4 DD monsters. Okay, not put the that's one there, don't need a card, straight up. You want to use it to put most buttons, strings, okay. Select, detach, DD, location deck, okay. If this guy's banished, you can target one DD effect monster you control, gains this effect. This guy's also must be battle, inflict damage to your opponent. Okay. DD effect, face up. Until the end of this turn. That effect master gains this effect. So it was correct to check effect as well here. Type effect. Three on this one. If you destroy the monster by battle, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the monster's original attack. Take your app is mandatory. Destroying. That should be like playing Wingman or something. I was wondering if there was a way to make an effect master a non-effect master when it resolves. Geminis. The Geminis is always a way. Probably. Yeah. So let's say you have a Gemini. Oops. I hit the mic, sorry. That was probably very loud. So let's say you have a Gemini that's equipped with Supervise. So it's an effect monster, you target it with this guy, and then you MST Supervise, it becomes a normal monster, so it's not an effect monster anymore. Now obviously there's no DD monster that is a Gemini, but well, isn't there a card that makes things treated as DD? It is also treated as DD monster. Though it has to be special from the exotic for this. So Geminis are out of the question. Although I guess you could have a pendulum Gemini. Doesn't exist, but we could. Anyway, let's not get into this. Let's test this guy. So, two for DD monsters. I guess I'll just put some summon. Detach the search, and then if it's banished, or one more griffin to put an effect on it. Grants this effect, and then I'm gonna attack into Whoopi, I guess. Don't say those words, that will become a reality. Hey man, I don't mind Geminis, to be honest. I don't hate them. They could use some modern design. We got Spirit Patterns, so why not? Okay, such a DD card. And then put this in the correct position. Banish Solomon. Get this. Back by Solomon. Triggers. That's 1,000. Okay, that seems fine. Original attack right here. Base attack. This should be DC here, I think. Yeah, the effect belongs to the target monster, so it should be DC here. Like the owner of the effect is also DC. Might be relevant for some stuff. Sorry. F filter. Like, sorry, I don't want to make fun of people that stutter, but it's still kind of funny. Let me DJ film as in target. Okay. Right, link. So it's the guy with the additional Phantom Summon. This sounds great. Yeah, I mean, typically I use it to grade it, but it's also I also use it for target, depending on the context. That's the one you have the old version, which is both wrong and incomplete for the additional pendulum summon. Okay, made a small change today. I see. Yeah, I think I got the scripts before you made any changes. Let's do the monsters. Okay. Destroy. Okay, let's check the negation first, I suppose. One doesn't move. You apply it with a master effect in the hand. Damage the flags, yes. Condition. Okay, it's opponent's master effect, the location hand. It's negatable. This card's about to destroy, okay. What do? We banish one DD monster and one dark contractor from the graveyard. To negate the activation. Dark contract, ODD monster, able to remove as cost. Okay. I don't. Do you need to go so crazy? Can't you just check there's one DD and one dark contract and you're done? think it's gonna be enough. Because by default, the group only has dark contracts or DD monsters, right? So then it can. There's no monsters dark contract. But if you made a new one, okay, it's a DD card, and a dark contract. So it will be added to the group through this. So I guess the point is, you're saying you could do this plus another dark contract, okay? But then you could check. There's at least one monster, maybe. So definitely need to check there's at least one dark contract. That's a given. Like so. And then also check. We also check there's a monster. I guess you could do a dark contract monster if that ever exists, but you could just do DD plus monster. Yeah, it's not super clean, but I think it's a bit better than just passing groups around and stuff. So there's at least one dark contract card and one DD monster in the group, essentially. What if there's a DD monster that is also dark contract? It should be fine, because then you can fill in for either one. If you have that monster, let's say you pick that monster, okay? It's a DD dark contract monster. You pick that monster and a dark contract card. Now the monster fills this role and the dark contract card fills this role. If you pick that monster and another DD monster, then that monster fails this role because it's a dark contract, and the other monster fits this role. So it's fine. The only thing that means is that you can pick two of that monster, and one will fill this role, the other will fill the other role. So I think it's fine. Okay, monster pet in the hand. Okay, okay, we summon. Okay, what's the pendulum thing? You destroy anything? What do you target? Did you dark contact that you control? Oh, you can also destroy himself, which is interesting. You probably don't want to do that because you want to keep the zones, but still. Yeah, flag effects, yeah. You said this was kind of wrong, but didn't explain what exactly. Only you control. Maybe that's the problem. Face up. Okay, additional pendulum summon. Okay, it probably doesn't delete the flag. I guess completely, you mean? Don't need it because of what you explained earlier. Oh yeah. Obviously we don't know for sure, but I'm guessing it falls into the other thing. Although, wait a minute, no, wait. You still cannot use the same effect again, though. Even if it's, hold on. Because, think about this, if it doesn't have the flag, right, it's not once per turn on the effect. So you could just keep using it, keep using it. no. Okay, one of the things I posted was say balance or load, I think was the ruling. Must put pay 1000 during your main phase, no sub. If you've already done this, you cannot do this again, right? Whether it does something else as well or not, doesn't matter. He wants per turn, maybe. Okay, he's once per turn by default, but this once per turn as well. But anyway, yeah, I think the point is that. Oh yeah, extra pen was another one, right? You can only activate. It doesn't have a hard once per turn restriction on it, but you can not activate more than one per turn if you have already resolved them in. So yeah, this should have the flag for itself, but it should not have the flag for the other ones. I think that's how it should work. Anyway, we'll review the pull request with pendulum stuff separately later. For now, just care that it kind of works at basic level at least. Okay, so this is the extra pendulum stuff. It's just a mess. But okay, we're gonna fix that with the affirmation to PR. Okay, I can take it to the pendulum scales. That one will be wrong copies of us. What's different here? Because extra pendulum is only from the extra deck. Oh, that's what you mean. This guy is an EDD monster. Not just from the Zephyros is. And is Zephyr? Zephyr, yeah. Okay. So I guess somewhere in the filters or something, I have to change this here. I'll just copy all the functions and the change Zephyr. How many just? Okay, copy all that. That. Okay, and then master place, set Zephyr with set DD. Okay. So we don't have to worry about figuring out exactly where the change is, yeah. Okay, so I can target all the scales. Except someone that can just do it immediately, I guess. Although, better not target one of the scales then. Turn it down. Master effects in the hand. Sad Whoopie as always coming into play. Punishment to demise when that not from graveyard. Guess I'll pull the spare or something. And I'm gonna pop this, okay. So that's one. Misclick. Oh, I was like, Skeletal level 4 has 2000 attack, what? Can attack unless you control the Demise. Okay. Okay. So pendulum summon. Using the effects. Link this guy. Okay. We're gonna add the hint for that too. Wait, shouldn't it you change the pen filter function? I think I did. The only part I didn't copy was this. I left it the same. And extra. Does this guy have some kind of once per turn only? No. This is the same, but sure. Wait, maybe use. Hold on. The flag might be interfering. This is a card. Yeah, there's a flag here. Get flag effect. Yeah, the condition checks for the flag. I guess that's so that it should be the fast ID. I see. Okay. Right, because the fast ID is the one that's used as the global one to check everything, right? Okay, so hold on. Card. Not it gets. Okay, and then yeah. What's this one? Okay. Should be all, I think. Yeah, and I cannot summon this. Okay, so that looks fine. Okay, excellent. Okay. And then I need to spare something, so I need one more card. we're gonna polish the details here in the PR. So I was supposed to find a way to make effects like this that save us from pasting a bunch of EDOPro code. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw it, Lilac, but we were discussing about this earlier today. Well, you didn't see that because it was discussion was between staff, but Naim opened the PR. I kind of started doing that work to like make these into functions and just call a single function in the script in each individual call script. So it's a lot more actually, not just a lot more clean and convenient and stuff, and you don't need to worry about oscillation and this bullshit. So it's harmonic oscillation, so it is bullshit. This kind of stupid. But yeah, it's only the 5th card with this effect, at least amongst official cards. So it's kind of what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. Not justified, but like anyway, it's not. It makes sense to. We should have done it probably on the 2nd or the 3rd card, but it's like when a card like that appears every 5 years or something, it's like you forget about it. Who's gonna bother? Yeah. Anyway, so this guy's done as well. Pretty much. So we just got the spawn traps left. Probably don't need all those. Okay. Got contract with the Zeus King, so it's DD card. Tiger and DD card you control except this one. Destroy it if you do spell summon DD monster from your deck. Also, you can spell summon some DD monsters. You can use it once per turn. And then just take 1000 damage, the classic. Once per turn, during your standby phase. Destroy spell summon target. Yes. That's how the damage should be fine, but just take a quick look. Looks okay. Okay, target, 1 DD card you control except. Okay, sub DD, not good idea, you got room, okay. There's something to summon in the deck, it's a DD, summon, target, okay. The target is related, destroy, you have room, select, special summon. Okay, everything seems fine here. And then restriction. You can spell summon flash except DD monsters. Spell summon anything that's not DD. Okay. Okay, at a quick glance, this looks good. Man, it would have been so good if it could target itself, though. But I digress. Well, you know what? If it could target itself, it would be like the Zodiac. Barrage, yeah. Anyway. They can target pens themselves, so that's good, I guess. There's no level restriction too, so I mean, can't complain too much, to be honest. Okay, the archetype restriction seems to be working. Like 1000. Okay. Good. And then the trap. I forget what this does. I mean, it has a damage effect, of course. which should be the same, so yeah. Shuffle 2 dark contracts from your grade into the deck, then tag one card in your opponent's field or grade banish it. I see. Chain, timings. Each of the opponent effects once per turn. Okay. That's good. Shuffle 2 dark contracts from your grade into the deck. Dark contract, if you guys cost from your graveyard. You need to do hint selection here, otherwise the opponent's not gonna see what was selected. They're just gonna go to the deck immediately, so it's still confusing. Target able to remove on the opponent's field of grave. Okay. Banish it. It's up, okay. Looks good. Those take 1000 damage, could be card specific. Maybe, yeah, but I mean it's so simple, so it could be. Technically it could be. And it has another effect. If this guy is destroyed, you can gain 500 life points. And if you are destroyed by an opponent's effect, you gain 500 life points. Okay. It's missing the recover category. Single trigger delay, destroyed. Gain 500. Even the simplest pieces of code repeated 1,000 times will become complex. Sun 2 or some shit. 100% accurate quote. Right, here if you recover. Okay, break effect. Resident plays the opponent. There is one slight issue. You're checking the card's current reason on resolution. When this effect resolves, the card could have been moved. Who fuck knows? So you need to check the reason for the event in this case. Or well, there's a couple of different ways to do this. Either you check R in this specific spot, because that doesn't change. That's like constant from when the moment the effect was activated. Or you do these checks where you could use eGet handler in the target function, and then you set a label or something, and then you check the label here. But whatever, it's the same thing. Okay, so we have a storm. Take 1,000, shuffle 2 dark contract. Okay, so not this one, this one. Goods, and I'll just make it send 2, because it's simple, nice and easy. And then banish something at once, okay. Oops. Famous last words. Oops. Field or graveyard. Okay, and then you select the target. Not have a stone. Okay. Okay. And if it's bought by my own heavy storm, I should only give 500. Okay. So this is also done. There was a message earlier about the lady. Somebody said, I don't know if I can find it, scroll up, but somebody said it doesn't say accept yourself in the Japanese text. Let me double check this. UJP. Nope, it does say accept yourself. EDD, what's your name? Radio Zero Machina. 以外の自分フィードの無駄が出てくるカード。It does say accept your name in the official page, so I'm gonna take that as correct. Apparently it's the proxy card text in the sim. Yeah, I think they said it doesn't say this, right? Let me see if I can scroll up and find it. It was before. Okay, yeah. By the way, your text for Zero Machinex monster effect is wrong. It doesn't say except here in the destroy effect. But it does. I just checked. I don't think it means any. It doesn't have a place. No. No, it's just the place effect and the special summon. This name, 一回の自分フィールド、開催の場で遊んできる、騙してでもな。Yeah, yeah, it does say, but I don't see anything wrong here, anything weird. So I don't know, maybe in the thumbnail? But I mean the pictures should use the text from the database. It's the same. But looking at the image in the game, it does say accept blah 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 right here. Why Georg doesn't have it, then they have it wrong then. About the Demise King, what if there's an effect that activates it? Although I'm pretty sure there isn't any such card. Yeah, there's no card that activates pendulum scales other than the actual pendulum itself. They all place, so in that case you cannot use the pendulum effect because it was placed, not activated. Now theoretically speaking, if there was one that activated it, you would be able to, but yeah, as long as it doesn't exist, there's not worry too much about it. Is there a field spell? Hold on. If this... Is there a field spell that says this? There's this. Your main spell is activated this time. So you could ask, you could say, if you metaverse this, can you use the effect? That might be a valid question. In which case this might be actually incorrect right now, if it does work. Because it's using the same register method. Imagine if we were worried about things that don't exist, like I said on spell by the name of space. I'm gonna show you something very scary right now. Are you ready though, Dixon? I don't know if you're ready. I don't know if anybody in the chat is ready. I see I dropped some frames, but it's okay now. This might be a jump scare, guys, so be careful. Like, sit down first and... You know, like... Or your mom, stuff like that. Okay, it's too much, don't look at it too much. Avert your eyes, child. Avert your eyes for the wrath of Polacti. You might... Oh, you... you might feel the wrath of Polacti on your skin. I was messing around with some ideas. Nothing concrete yet, but yeah, we'll see. Right, so, because this might be actually a legit question. Stand up with metaverse. I need to check if there's a thing. Because this activates, so it go. Now it could just not work, because they could say, well, it needs to be activated as a regular activation procedure. Yada yada yada, like you know how if you metaverse for light stage, it doesn't work for that reason, or Oracle Zephyr, right? Oh, so if you metaverse this, actually, if you metaverse this, you don't search. So they could say, well, for this to work, it needs to be a card activation, but they could also say, well, it was activated, so you know. It can work. I don't know, actually, I'm not sure. Is there anything else was activated this time? This card, I guess. Not many cards, huh? Pendulums. 2 continuous spells. That's interesting. This is from last set that just came, well, not just, it's a couple of weeks now, in Japan, and it has this condition for the first effect. He also was in the same set, and it has this condition. And this is the new one from the next set. It had this condition. So it seems like they're experimenting with this activation condition lately, because I mean there's only 12 cards I have it, and 3 of them are in the last 2 sets, so it seems kind of suspicious in that way. I mean, it's interesting because it's not an activation effect like you know, Denki, Fire Formation Denki. I imagine Gemini, but with activation checks. You mean like most Gemini? There is that Gemini that like is only when it's summoned. One of the Evocator or something, whatever they're called. This guy back. This guy's no more special summons. This trigger is only on summon, right? So you need to either normal summon it twice, and the second time it triggers, or you need to special summon it. Either you special summon it as an effect monster, or you special summon it as a continuous effect that makes it an effect monster, and in that specific timing you can activate the effect. Granted, it's a strong effect, but come on, guys. Come on, guys. What's the guy's name that searches? Dualizer load or something? Sounds very cursed. It's a little weird, yeah. Gemini's load all night. Okay, yeah, this guy's a searcher. He has this too. This guy's no spell summons. Although spell clapper has similar mass text. I mean, it's good. It's a good search, but like, it's just difficult to pull off. Anyway, something interesting. It's been 48 minutes since I started streaming. Again after the break. No crashes so far. I had a thought. Maybe because I had so many cards in the deck, it was causing more crashes than normal. Although, you know, normally you should not crash every time anyway, but it's like, okay, if it's gonna crash, maybe it doesn't help having 70 cards in the deck. It has to load them every time, and the pictures too, perhaps. And I mean, I don't know, this might be what's the word? Shit, what's the word? This might be like a solo, not related event. I forget the word. Right now it has not crashed so far yet, but maybe the connection does, maybe it's not. We'll see. I'll try again without. I'll try streaming with like less cards in the deck. I saved the code somewhere. But is it the internet crashing or your PC? Sometimes both, but generally it's the PC that has problems. Earlier when I said I'm dropping frames but I'm still here, that was the internet. It's not super common, but sometimes it happens. The other day the internet just cut off randomly. Typically the internet is okay, but I mean sometimes it's wrong. Most of the time it's PC. So it's some kind of hardware thing probably, but I mean honestly I just need to get a new PC, but yeah, I don't know, maybe during the summer we'll see. But yeah, usually it's a crash, so a PC crash, I mean, so that's why I'm like I try to not have anything else open. Like I only have EDOPro, no ++, and OBS, no browser, no Discord. Just to like reduce the chances, I suppose. Plus, the reason that it takes a moment for me to come back on is because oftentimes the computer just needs a minute to restart, and then OBS takes a minute to start, and you know. MK, I don't want to glaze out too much, but why would your extra draw calls crash the PC? I don't know, man. It's not there's probably my PC. No, look, I'm not saying the hold on, let me clarify this. I'm not saying the extra draw calls are causing the crash, because I get crashes sometimes even when I'm not streaming. It's not very common though. Like it might be, maybe it happens once a day, and then maybe 3 days in a row it doesn't happen at all. Like I'm browsing, I have like 100 tabs open, watching streams, watching videos, scripting at the same time, and it's okay most of the time. Tired balls, yeah. I'm just saying that when I'm streaming, and it has if the extra cards in the deck are like extra load on the computer, I thought, okay, maybe I'll just remove them and see what happens. See if it makes a difference. Honestly, maybe I should just transfer all those into notes. Because there's just stuff. Hold on, I saved the code somewhere because there's stuff I want to check still. I want to keep this one for the name, to fix the name. Yeah, I saved the code down here. Sounds like a hardware issue. Yeah, it's most likely a hardware issue. Right, so a bunch of this stuff is just notes of, oh yeah, I need to check this, or yeah, I want to test that, or whatever. Oh, I don't want to forget about that one. The problem is if over time they've accumulated so much, so there's like 60 cards, 38 cards inside, like whatever that means. Although some of them, I think I already updated malicious. Yeah, I wanted to remove get first matching from this, but I already did it, so go, I guess. This one I think I already did as well. I don't even remember what's up with this one. Like, why do I have this? Damage step is here. Okay, I could use a new function, but that's not crazy. There's a monster in your master zone. I don't see anything immediately wrong here, so I don't even remember why. Or maybe, hold on, maybe I already updated it. Yeah, I don't remember why I have these two here, for example. Most of them I remember, so... maybe it's when reading scripts from disk, who knows? Okay, you know what? Disk definitely has to be related, because a lot of the time it feels like it happens when I save a file. Because I don't know if you remember, I told you before how sometimes script gets corrupted. That usually happens. Well, it doesn't happen very often, but it happens during a crash. It's like it crashes, I restart, and the script is all no. So disk might be a thing. It might be some now. Actually, maybe it's not the disk that's at the fault, but if it faults when it tries to, maybe it just happens to fault at that specific timing, and it just corrupts the file. I don't know. That's a disk issue. Should preemptively back your data. It's funny because I've had this supposed issue for a while now, but anyway. Yeah, it could be that it's a different issue, and it just, if it happens during the moment of the write, it could corrupt. Because it doesn't always happen, that's another thing. Plenty of times it crashes while I'm editing files and saving or whatever, and the file is just perfectly fine afterwards. So I don't know. But whatever. I was saying, yeah. This stuff is for triggering properties. This guy is for triggering archetype or something. I don't know. Oh, this one. We could update this to remove the hardcode from the detach function. This is triggering archetype. This I don't remember. It's like weird discard stuff, maybe. This stuff I was gathering. I was looking for cards that send or move cards to different location, but don't care for the card to actually end up in that location. Because I was thinking of doing some updates on the send functions. This I don't remember why. This one has to do with the negate activation thing. Some cards that negate activation only and don't do anything afterwards have a weird old handling that like send the card to create as well, but they should not be doing that. They should do the negate activation. These I wanted to update them a little bit for the